You need to have radar rotating on yes. Vast majority of pros have this on yes. I have this on yes. You need this on yes as well. And the reason is that this synchronizes the in-game audio direction with the map's orientation. So let's say that you hear somebody shooting in front of you on your left. Now, thanks to having our audio and radar linked, we instinctively know to only process information on the upper left part of the radar, quickly giving us an idea of what happened and whether we need to react or not. Whereas if the radar did not rotate with us, then finding the information would be unnecessarily hard. The difference this makes is only a few hundred milliseconds at best, but that just might be the difference of whether you're ready for an opponent to peek you or not. Now that you have radar is rotating on yes, you also need toggle shape with scoreboard on yes. While a rotating radar is better in fast situations, this will help analyzing the map in slow situations by simply opening the scoreboard. Now before we move on to the most interesting option of radar center as a player, let's first make sure you have radar HUD size at maximum. This makes the radar itself bigger, and then radar map zoom at minimum. This will zoom out and you can see more in the same space. You can get away with 0.5 here. You can even use console commands to make this go below 0.4, but I think 0.4 is plenty enough. Now finally we have radar centers the player, and this one is a little bit surprising. When set to no, CS will try to fit the entire map on your radar and will enable you to see all the action at all times. Switching radar centers the player to yes will always keep you at the center of the radar. The obvious downside here is that you lose accurate information of what's happening on the other side of the map. But when going through pro settings, vast majority still have the option set to yes. The upside here is that when you hear someone shooting nearby, not only can you link the direction of the sound, but the distance as well. Another reason why people don't use the no option is that the upside of seeing everything at all times is really not that big of a deal. If you're currently in an active situation, you really shouldn't care about what's happening on the other side of the map. And if you're in a safe spot where you can look at the map, pressing tab isn't an issue. The only time this appears to be an issue is when you're holding an angle and you need to look at the map and now the scoreboard covers your screen. But this is not something you should be doing either. Looking at the map while holding an angle is already an issue in itself. What you should be doing is unpeak the angle, now you can look at the radar, and at this point it doesn't matter if you press tab or not, so you might as well. And then you re-peak the angle. So the only real upside of having radar centers the player set to no is a quality of life improvement. You don't have to press one key while you want to look at the radar. Whereas if you set it to yes, which is what you should do, then this might help you out in a fast-paced clutch situation. Now that you have the correct radar settings, make sure to check out my clutching video here. It will help you process information using your radar and make decisions based off of it. Thanks for watching, subscribe.